Alright, I am back. It is a new day. It is a new day in terms of recording sessions. That is to say, it's a Saturday morning, and I've got a couple things that I want to do here, but there's something that I really want to do back at the underspawn and prototyping my quest hoppers. Thanks to Bongo Tess, he's sent me a different design for the way that I was doing my double pulse, which didn't work exactly for me, but I was able to kind of figure out an even easier way from his inspiration. So I'm going to do this over here first, though, and just let's get this done, because this is something that has been bugging me, a half finished set. So first thing I want to do, I want to go in here, and I realize that Carter's camera is not on. There we go. And Carter's there. Alright, he doesn't need to say anything now. You know what? Oh, shenanigans. I did it again. I already realized I need to go back because I need to get another body for Vrail that I had forgotten. So we're going to do that. I've had several episodes now where I filmed in this area, and we'll mix it up a little bit for you guys, and we'll film my trials and tribulations with Redstone. And while I'm headed over there, I'll tell you a little story. It's amusing to me, and so yeah, you're gonna hear it. When I was a young lad, when I was a kid, I was probably around 11 years old, I would say. I used to go to the library every Saturday, and we had the coolest library. I don't know if there's images of it online, but it's called the Popular Creek Library, and it's in Streamwood, Illinois. I don't live there anymore, so I don't mind telling you that. But so every Saturday, my grandparents would come over to our house, almost every Saturday, pretty much every Saturday, because my mom was actually a licensed beautician. Even though she didn't practice in a beauty salon, she used to cut my grandparents' hair, and they'd come over and give the family, bring pizza and give the family a couple bucks, kind of their way of helping out without, just giving money. So, my parents, could get a little help, but it wasn't like charity, right? And then also, they could see their grandkids and all that good stuff. And so they used to come over, and usually my grandfather would drive me over to the library, and I loved going there and just getting books, reading books, etc. The point is, though, that actually I never need that, I think. Let's go find out. The point is that there was so I used to go to the library, and while I was there, there was a payphone, and it was an opportunity for me. Okay, I do need one more thing. Let me step back. I'm not that good at telling a story, apparently. So when I was a kid, I used to have a Nintendo Entertainment System. I used to read the Nintendo Fun Club newsletter, which is what came out before Nintendo Power Magazine, and I used to love the whole concept of being able to read tips and tricks about Super Mario and other games. God dang it. I'm so unprepared for this game. Do I have a simple pick I can just grab? You know what? For my transgressions, I'm going to force myself to use the diamond pick. Okay. So yeah, so I used to like getting tips and Nintendo games and all this good stuff. And so what I ended up doing, they came out with this Game Master hotline, and I wish I could remember exactly what it was called, but basically you would call in and you could get tips on games, and you could um, basically you could Game Master, I think it was. You could call up and talk to a Game Master, and they'd give you tips or they'd answer your questions about what's coming out, all that fun kind of stuff. And to me that was amazing sauce. That was just amazing. And so I used to call, but it was a toll call, so it wasn't a free call. It was a toll call that you had to pay for. And my parents um, didn't like me using it because it would drive up the phone bill. Because I would try to call basically every week. Am I going to break back into my mausoleum again? That redstone block is going to screw this up. All right, we'll go this way with the prototype. Um, yeah, so I used to do this toll call, and my parents, and they'd be like, "No, you can't call." And I don't know how much it was, but it couldn't have been that much. But I guess just the thought of sort of frivolous expenditures, they weren't really copacetic with that thought. And so what I would do is I would save up my change during the week, and I would go to the library, and basically I would use the payphone at the library to sorry, I'm thinking what this would sort of look like while I'm talking. I think it looks like that. Oh, I can't double tap to fly in single player. I think that's it. I think that's all I need to do for a better quest hopper system. Let's see. Oh, this shouldn't be here. And then this would be here. Well, where did I put the chest? I didn't put the chest under the NPC. I put it in the wrong spot. Come on, break. Break. Wait a minute. Oh, that's okay to be there. The chest needs to be under the NPC. Right? And then this would go here. There we go, double tapping to fly. So I used to pay money to go to the library to call Nintendo and ask tips and ask about games coming out. And I bet I was a pretty annoying kid, but that's what those people were getting paid to do, is to support me as a customer. So I don't feel bad about it, but basically, okay, these would not normally be here. I want this to look exactly like it's going to look in real life. There. Yeah, I think that's good. So I can get to the chest, and I can easily reset it. And now I don't have to worry about stupid double pulses. I don't have to worry about... Oh my god, that is such a simpler design. So that means I have to redo the book again. But in fact, I don't even know that I need to redo the book, because all this takes is one comparator and one redstone torch and 5 redstone. I mean, how simple is that? And a chest. That is so much easier. We're going to go do that. We're going to go do that on Kevin's plot as well. So we're going to take down the blueprint, and essentially, I guess that means that the blueprint is pretty much garbage, because it doesn't at all need to be so complicated anymore. So I do still need the hoppers. I'm going to need these to become pisty pistons. I almost just said pisty pistons. Sticky pistons. So let's do that before I forget. And I'll need to bring one slime ball with me over to Kevin. Man, I just horribly told this story horribly. I'll be honest with you. Still need the comparators, still need the redstone torches. Don't need the repeaters anymore. I think I still need all the redstone. I won't need the dispensers anymore. I'll stick the dispensers in miscellaneous. And all but one slime ball. Alright, let's see if it's nighttime. It is, of course. The other thing I need to check, the other thing I do still need to check is whether or not I can put a leash on a dog. I actually don't think I can. I think I'm going to have to put a horse up top in the temple. But we'll find that out in a minute. So I used to go to the library, and I used to call the Nintendo Game Master hotline, or whatever you called it. Oh, dang it. And I used to ask for tips. I used to ask what was coming out, all this stuff. So I don't know exactly how I got this idea, but at some point, I think I had a game that didn't work. There was just something wrong with it no matter how I blew into the cartridge or something. I do not remember. But I had to have had a game that didn't work in order to get the full idea of what I'm about to tell you. And this is a story of deception and regret and learning how to be responsible, by the way. So here I am, this underage child who loves Nintendo, loves everything about it, but I really wanted a new game. Like I would do. Oh, lovely! I didn't bring a fence. I would do anything that I could to get new Nintendo games, and that greed, that was my downfall. I'll be honest with you in this situation, but in some ways I learned from it, and basically what I'm trying to say is, once upon a time, I had to take a game and send it into Nintendo to get it fixed. And they basically would fix it for free and send it back as long as you paid for the postage or whatever. And so I called, and I don't know how I got this idea, but at one point I called Nintendo and I said, hey, my Donkey Kong 3 game is not working. Here's what it's doing, blah, blah, blah. They said, okay, mail it in, and we will, take a look at it and fix it and send you back a working copy. And I was like, that's awesome, that's great, thank you so much, all this stuff. I was a kid, I was putting on my my maximum charm. Oh my god, I don't want to lose this stuff. Oh no, I'm going to have to build it. I didn't even bring a chest. Okay, so I'm going to have to build 2 chests because I didn't bring one. One to put my garbage in, and one to actually put... I shouldn't even be walking around with half this stuff, to be honest with you. Alright, and one to put under here. So, chest here, and the obsessive compulsive anal retentive, whatever you want to say, pardon me, wants it to face this way. Good. And this needs to be a sticky piston. And I put my piston in here. Where's the piston? Somewhere over here. That means I gotta wreck it. I gotta wreck it all. So I call Nintendo and I say that my game doesn't work and I have to send it back in. Only, here's the thing. Oh, and by the way, they said it would take 4 to 6 weeks to get the game back, or 2 to 3 weeks, or whatever, once they receive it. And I was like, great, that's fine. You know, I was like near tears, overly dramatic youth. And so great, I got a special tracking number from them, and it's good. So here's the thing. I didn't actually own the game. I didn't even own Donkey Kong 3 at that time. My plan was to just wait 2 weeks and not even send anything to them, which I didn't do because I didn't have the game. And then give them a call, say, hey, did you get my game yet? Nope, haven't received it. Allow another 2 weeks because they generally recommend up to 4. It could be somewhere that they haven't got to it yet. Blah blah blah. So okay, thanks so much. I can't wait to get my game back. I missed it. All that kind of goodness. And so then I wait 2 more weeks, and I call Nintendo from my home at this point. I say, I sent this game in 4 weeks ago, and I still haven't heard anything back. I still haven't gotten the game back. What's going on? Like, have you got it yet? Like, I'm really concerned. And oh no, and I'm starting to tear up again and cry a little bit. And they're like, we never received it. It might have gotten lost in the mail. Who knows what happened to it? And so, out of the goodness of their heart, Nintendo says, tell you what, we will send you a brand new copy of the game. It looks like it got lost in the mail. We're so sorry. We want to give you good customer service. We will send you a new copy of Donkey Kong 3 to replace the one that you mailed to us and never showed up. And I thought I was the most clever person for basically scamming them out of a new game. And obviously I knew it was wrong. But for whatever reason, I still thought it was going to be a good idea to do this. Not a good idea, but I thought it was something. I don't know. I don't know what my problem was, but I did it anyway. And so now I'm at home, and for whatever reason, I think in my mind this is the way it went down, but for some reason I think I actually tattled on myself because I must have felt bad about the fact that I did this. But for some reason I feel like it might have happened slightly different. But in my memory, I remember being at home, and I think I might have told my mom, like, hey, if a package comes for me in the mail, or hey, I might be getting a package in the mail from Nintendo, I didn't anticipate that happening. Oh, wait a minute, that shouldn't have happened. This is supposed to be down one more. Whoops, sorry, Kevin, for knocking your text right off yourself. There we go. Let's make a thing to get out. Let's double try this here. Yeah, and so I'm like, yeah, Mom, I'm supposed to be getting this package from Nintendo. When it comes, it's for me. Don't worry about it. just, just put it in my room or whatever. And she's like, a package from Nintendo, what are you getting? And I'm like, oh, it's a game. And at that point, I think I started crying. Either I started crying because I knew it was wrong, or I said too much and she caught on. But basically, you can guess that she was very disappointed in me and upset, and I had to call Nintendo back, tell the truth, and I had to tell them that I lied and don't send me the game because I never owned it to begin with, and I'm a bad kid. And so that's part of my story. It was an awful thing to do. I agree. Let's test this out here. Oh, it works absolutely splendidly because I didn't bring a melon with me. I freaking didn't bring a melon. Okay, let's try sand blocks. Is that enough? Ah, yes. Okay, good. Alright, so I know the mechanism works. I just have to make sure they can't throw anything else in there. There we go. Okay, so actually, you know what? Let's just do one more test. Or let's make 1000% sure that I put the right stuff in there. Yep, Kevin's reward. Great. There. Now they can't put anything else in. If they put something in, it doesn't go anywhere. If they put a melon slice in, it goes down. Much, 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 much simpler implementation. Oh no. Am I going to get killed right here? Shoot. I better hurry. I gotta hurry. Hurry, 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 hurry. 1, 2. Hurry, 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 hurry. Don't let anyone blow Kevin up. There's spiders. Alright, because I'm in a hurry, I'm going to put one wood down here to hold that up. Nobody find that. Nobody worry about it. Let's see if I can get my stuff and get out of here. Oh boy. So I call Nintendo. I tell them, forget it. And I feel bad about it and all this kind of stuff. Well, I've always regretted doing that, and I'm glad that I didn't go through with it. Obviously, I got in trouble. I think I got grounded from my Nintendo for doing that, actually. My mom was big disappointed, blah, blah, blah. Oh, no. Why do I have so many melons? Why do I have so many melons on me? Oh, no. Oh, and I'm out of arrows. Don't shoot my dog, and don't shoot Kevin. Oh, this is a nightmare. This is a nightmare of structural engineering. So anyway, I've never felt that I've made up for that in my mind. And so this year, I'm part of the Nintendo. Why do I have so many melons? Oh, is it because I got them from... Okay. So I brought melons with me, which confused me. Okay. So this year, and ever since then, I've been part of the Nintendo... well, even before that, part of the Nintendo Rewards Club. Well, actually not before that, because they didn't have the Rewards Club at that time, but I've been part of the Rewards Club where you purchase games. Actually, I joined the Rewards Club when I got my 3DS. I'm sorry. I don't think I even knew about it before that. And so I got my 3DS, I joined the Rewards Club, and basically you register games that you buy based on their code. They have like come with a little code. And at the end of the year, depending on your status level, you get your choice of free rewards. Like the first time I ever did it, oh my gosh, dogs, come here. You were in a sitting position. Why did you hop up? Why did you hop up like that? You weren't supposed to do that. So yeah, when you reach a certain reward level. So the first year that I was part of the Nintendo Rewards program, we got this really cool. I was platinum because I had bought a DS, a Wii, a whole bunch of good games, stuff like that. And get out of there. Gosh. Okay. Okay. Ride. We're under attack. Okay, so I bought all these things. I got a reward level of platinum, which means I got this really cool Super Mario Brothers statue with a whole bunch of characters from the Super Mario franchise. It was awesome. The next year, I don't remember what we got. Maybe it was like a desk calendar. I think it was something like that. It wasn't that great. And then, so anyway, I've been in this rewards program. Well, this year, the rewards are online, or not online, but downloadable games. So the rewards are old NES games that you can download for free on your 3DS. So if you're platinum, they had a pretty decent selection. This year I didn't quite hit platinum. I think I was just a few tens of points away because I wasn't really paying attention to it, and I probably could have bought one more game to get the platinum. But anyway, I kind of wanted to try Earthbound. I've never tried that game. But oh my God, where am I? So that happened, and I made gold this year. And one of the choices for gold was a downloadable copy of Donkey Kong 3, which is the game I tried to scam Nintendo out of when I was a kid. And I deeply regret, just to reiterate that. So I'm thinking to myself, and I'm looking at the other choices, Kid Icarus, a bunch of other games. Like, I don't really need or want any of these games on my 3DS. They're great games, some of my favorites, but Metroid was one of them. But I was like, I have my NES thing that I can play these games on. I own them, obviously, except for Donkey Kong 3. So I don't really need. Oh man. Ride them down. Why are there skeletons spawning over here? Are they not detecting that I'm within a block range if I'm on a horse? I don't like my reach when I'm on horseback either, by the way. I think I'm going to have to get off my horse and do this the old-fashioned way. Horse, are you okay? Did you take a lot of damage? I'm trying to get into my bed. Okay. Now I'm safe. And I have significantly reduced the overhead of that thing that I was doing. So back to this. So I bought Donkey Kong 3. Basically what I'm trying to say is I feel like by using my valuable points basically by sacrificing my reward level and my valuable points on a game that I never really earned, but I've always felt bad about my behavior, and I've always liked the game and kind of wanted the game, but that's my selfish part talking. That shouldn't even enter into it. The point being, I chose Donkey Kong 3 as sort of an atonement feeling that, okay, now I've spent enough money on Nintendo products to earn the reward as opposed to scamming it for free all those years ago. So I feel like I've made up for my past transgressions, and that's the end of my story. Told in quite broken manner, given that I was doing all this other junk. And anyway, that's it for that story.